Welcome, Soaring Hammer members and 405th members. It's Ithaca here. Okay, I know I'm not showing my face today. Imagine that. I want to go over a few things real fast, and that is a painting technique that most of us all use, which is a blackening technique, or adding other types of effects to it, to your item that you're trying to paint. The overall look we're going for today, if you can see on, it's a little hard to see on this, it is a brass look, but it's also a really dingy look, a dirty look, along with, let's see if I can show one of these here, the blue or the corrosion around bolts and stuff like that. The paint that I use is the Krylon Fusion paint. It's really good with plastics. I use that for the brass, and it's actually copper, I'm sorry. Copper hammered, and that's what I use for my primary coat. I'm also going to use some apple barrel paints. You can use nutmeg brown, you have your standard silver, here is terracotta, really good for a rust effect, along with a light King's Gold for a bring out some contrast. You can also use turquoise for a lot of sulfur. If sulfur's around the metal, it leaves the blue look dripping from it. You can also use this oxidation and use more of a green, a lighter blue into a green rather than a turquoise, to do that type of effect. And all I'm doing is I'm putting a little bit into a container with some water and making it as thick as I like, the effect that I like. I make it rather thin, and I'll do 2 coats of the blackening. Okay, I used to use a standard straight black and then wipe off with a cloth, but you'll get a better effect if you're going for the natural look. If you just thin out your black and you brush it on so everything is black, and the water dissipates and the black dissipates with it. So you have high spots and low spots, darker spots, lighter spots. It's more of a natural, free-flowing color. Now, these are the elbow pads I'm working on for my Big Daddy suit. I just started doing them. Like I said, I did the copper, did the blackening. Now what I'm going to do is, obviously, if you have any type of dripping, it's always down. So if you're going to use, I'm going with the turquoise today to give it more of a sulfur-based look. I will drip it, water down, drip it along the top, not all over the bolts as you can see, but just on the top of the bolts. And if I want more paint, then I will go down to the bottom where the paint tends to be thicker in the cup. But if I want a little bit less and I want more water, then I'll probably stay along the top where it's really watered down. Now if you don't like the look that you're getting, you can actually get a can of air or just yourself and disperse it with some wind, some breathing, and I really hope you're getting the look that I'm going for. You can see the blue, especially on that one bolt there. And I'm going to do that, and I'm going to prop it up to where it's standing upward, because you want all your drips to go in one direction when it comes to any type of water-based effect, because normally it's the rain that does the corrosion, water dripping, stuff like that does the corrosion. So it tends to drip downward. So obviously, once again, there you go. I blow on to get some lighter spots, some darker spots, and also to blend in the black method that I was using along with the blue from the turquoise. Once I'm done, because it is acrylic paint, I will take a clear coat and I'll have to clear coat it once it dries, so that way any more effects I do, it will not be hindered by water or other paints. Keep in mind, if you want to do a black effect first and then clear coat it and then do the blue, so if you mess up with a blue, you can take a wet cloth and wipe it off, but you won't wipe off your black, it's already done. If you want to do it in stages, make sure you use a clear coat in between the stages. You know, I'm trying to think what else here. You can do your bolts in a silver color. You want to have a little definition. If your plastic is too smooth, you're not going to get the effect you really want. You're going to have to take a Dremel, you have to scuff it up a little bit in certain spots to where the acrylic paint's going to stick to it really good and you're going to get that worn, beat up look. Alright, now obviously these aren't done because I have to go through and do the pads around brown and do my stitching around in the King's Gold, and I'll dingy them up, of course. And even on the knee pads, I have to add the straps to them too. Yeah, I'm just knocking the simple stuff out first. We are starting to pep on the helmet tonight, so I will be working on that probably majority of the night. Backpack is finished. I will do a video in a little bit on that as well. I just want to show you all the different effects of painting. I do, just so you keep in mind, your bare metal look, you can use your silver along with the black for your bare metal looks. If you want a darker rust, you want to go with your darker browns, your nutmeg and stuff like that. If you want a lighter form of rust, then that's where the terracotta comes in. Sponge it. Sponging method for your rust is a lot better than your brush method for your rust. Once again, clear coat in between before you do your blackening effect. Depending on the look you want, if you want the rust to be darker or you want the rust to stand out more, is based upon if you do the black method first, then the rust. If you do the rust, clear coat, then black, it will change the effect you're going to have. Well, I hope that helps you out a little bit on how to create a nice, I know we normally go with paint chips from battle damage, or you normally use a brush for the weathering. We normally only use the blackening method with spray paint and, like I said before, putting on the acrylic all over and then wiping it off just to accent the highlights, accent the detail. But this is going to give it more of an actual aged look, an aged metal look. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Show me some of the work that you've done. And remember, if we can do it, so can you.